Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be playing some Reno Warrior. Why are we playing this? Honestly, I was planning on playing some Holy Wrath Paladin, but all the new lists are running the quest reward, which I do not currently have, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? But it plays this card, the Sharp-Eyed Lookout. So hopefully we can win some games and maybe get our hands on the card in the near future. We could maybe play some Holy Wrath, but honestly, I don't know what deck to play anymore. I believe the new set's coming out in the near future. My guess is 17 days. So we'll probably have a chance to play Holy Wrath before the release of the new set. I clicked on the wrong button. But yeah, with that being said, how about we keep the first one and let's see how it goes. All right, guys? Yeah, with that being said, I will see y'all there. All right, first game. Sorry, I believe I have a splinter in my finger. No idea where the fuck I got that from, but I do have a splinter in my finger. Alright. Well, first game, Paladin. Let's hard mull. I'm assuming we're playing against some form of either aggro or Holy Wrath. I believe we always lose the Holy Wrath. I don't think there's a single thing we can do about it. I believe I got a splinter from a pull queue today. That sucks. This is gonna piss me off throughout the entire video unless I actually dig it out. And it sucks because it's in like the middle of my finger. The finger I use to click my mouse, actually. It's like in between both the joints, like almost dead center. I can get like my like kitchen tweezers out of my bag, but would rather not do that. But no. Today, speaking of splinters that I feel like I got randomly from a pool queue, I went to go shoot some pool with some coworkers. It was one of my coworkers' last day. I believe I mentioned that last video. But yeah, it was our last day, so like I showed up to work and my coworker who it's their last day was like, "Yo, you coming to shoot pool tonight?" And I'll be honest, I did not sleep well last night. I'm like, "Yeah, it's your last day. I'll come by." My like what my expectation was I was gonna show up, say what's up, play a game or two, and then bounce. Next thing I knew, I was there for like 3.5 hours. And like that's why it's like what 3:12 currently. I clocked out of work at like 10 o'clock and we went there at like 11 o'clock. 11:30. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play a game or two and then I'm gonna bounce, I'm gonna go home, record, go to bed, you know, like the normal things that I normally do. Yeah, that never fucking happened. But no, it was a great time, you know, hanging out with the coworkers. It was luckily none of the coworkers I'm not like the biggest fan of, because like I feel like everybody has that. No matter where you work, you'll always have those coworkers you click with, and then a set of coworkers you don't. And I have a feeling there, in reality, there's like, I would say there's one coworker, or there's 3 coworkers. Like I get along with them, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, and it's like, if I had the option to hang out with them or not, I would choose not every fucking time. I have no idea what I'm playing as. But yeah, so like there's those coworkers where like I would rather not hang out with them, and none of them ended up coming, which was great. So it's just like a whole bunch of people that I actually fuck with, that we went to go hang out with and whatnot. It's pretty good. Got us some fucking McDonald's. It's this is this weird thing where I work at a restaurant, right? So like I don't often go out to get food, and like it's just honestly just not something I really do. And my one exception, or there's two exceptions. If I'm going out to play like Magic with my boys, we all typically go out to eat afterwards, so I'll go get fast food then. My one other exception is whenever I finish playing, like I go out with my coworkers and we finish playing pool, or if we finish like go bowling, you know, whatever we go out to do, I'll always go pick up McDonald's on my way home. I got fucking McDonald's for like the first time in like, I want to say like 3 months. It's been a while since I last had McDonald's. This is not a great draw. Hmm. Am I good with just burning cards? Just like having a second Astalor is better than most things in my deck? I think the answer to that is yes. But yeah, so like I had McDonald's for like the first time in forever. Legitimately, the last time is when the last time I went out with coworkers, which I believe I talked about. I most likely did. I believe it was for one of my coworkers' birthdays, actually. Was it for her birthday? No, I think I've gone out since then. Maybe one or other 2 times. Like, it's not often that I go out. Like, to be fair, I feel like most of you guys can probably understand this at this point, but like, I'm one of those people where I would rather be home and get to play video games and relax than, you know, go out every night. Like, I'm not one of those extroverted people that like to fucking go out every fucking night and do like that type of shit. That's just not me. I would much rather be able to just sit at home, you know, have a beer or two, play some video games, and relax. Like that's my idea of fun. But every once in a while, I will go out with my coworkers. Like, I feel like I get asked, I'm pretty sure, like 2 or 3 times a week to go out. And the amount of times I actually do is few and far between. It's not about like, oh, I hate hanging out with my coworkers. No, I really do enjoy going out. But at the same time, I like my time alone. So I was gonna say, speaking of beers, I hope everybody has a beverage, and I just realized I forgot to grab myself a beer before I started recording. It's one of those weird things where when I go out with my coworkers, like my coworkers know me as the type of person that, like, I'm always down for a drink. I always have a fucking drink at work or whatnot, hang out, talk with them and whatnot. And it was really fun because like I drove to work today, and one of like the big things that I'm like hugely against is drinking and driving. This thing has 6 health now? Wild. I should have played this first, but it's what it is. Let's force him to burn Reno here. But yeah, like I am hugely interested in driving, so like today at work I had like 1 beer, and then when we went out I had 1 beer. That's all I had to drink. I categorically refuse to drink and drive. I've lost my fair share of people to it. Like recently I lost a friend. I don't know if he was drinking and driving or whatnot, but I just know that there were a whole bunch of kids my age that got behind a wheel, did a whole bunch of dumb shit, and I sadly ended up losing a friend. So like that just like re-solidified the thought in my head of I am not gonna drink and drive. Like I refuse to get drunk and drive. Again, 1 beer. Honestly, like I don't get drunk off of beer. I feel like if most people know me, like most of my friends know, like, I'm the type of person that if I'm gonna have some beers with the boys, I'm gonna slam like a 12-pack by myself and I'll be like perfectly fine. But I don't like testing the odds, and I don't recommend anybody test the odds. And trust me, like, for your own safety and whatnot, don't fuck with that type of shit. You'd be surprised with how fast things can change and whatnot. So I'm not gonna continue like preaching and whatnot to the choir. What are these cards that my opponent's playing? Oh. Yeah, I know he's not a Reno deck. Do I just give him Reno? Or Zephrys? I don't want to give him this because it's... Actually, this could kind of like bait him into like freezing my board. Sure. Let's try to bait him into... Oh. Sure. Let's stick to timeout. But yeah, no, I don't want to be the type of person like preach to my audience about like that type of shit. I know my position on it, and I will say my position on it, but I won't tell. Like, I'll be like, never fucking do this. Like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it anyways, no matter what the fuck I say is my opinion, but just know life can change really fucking fast, especially behind the wheel. That's all I'm gonna say on that topic. But no, so like, it was super funny where like one of my coworkers came in and be like, yo, you want a beer? I'm like, nah, I had a beer today. I'm not gonna have another one. And they're like, yo, what the fuck? Are you sick? I'm like, nah, we're going out to shoot pool. I don't want to drink and drive. They're like, oh, you're driving? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because all my coworkers know, like, I'm hugely against it and I would never do it. And like, I've even told like coworkers, like, today I drove one of my coworkers home and so I'm like, yo, you've had like 6 shots since we've been here, plus like 3 beers. Let me give you a fucking lift home. Never fucking bring it up to me again, but let me give you a lift home. Like, I don't want to risk you getting hurt or whatever. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, motherfucker, I would kill myself if fucking something would happen to you when I could have done something about it. He's like, oh, yo, I fucking appreciate that. I'm like, bro, don't fucking mention it. It's just one of those things where I wouldn't do it, and I will try to always, like, I've told numerous of my friends, like, yo, if you're fucked up at a bar when you go out and you don't feel comfortable driving home, call me, I'll come fucking pick you up, I don't care. But it's just the thing that, it's something my dad told me when I was a kid, and, like, when I was first turning, like, 18, and I was first starting to drink, he's like, yo, anytime you're at a party, or you're at a bar, or whatever, and you've had too much to drink, and you have your car there, don't fucking worry. I'll come pick you up. When you're sobered up, I'll drive you back. You drive your car home type shit. To be fair, I don't have a car, but like I'll often drive like my brother's car or my dad's car or my mom's car or whatever. But yeah, no, like that's always how it's been. Like I can't count the amount of times my dad has come to pick me up where it's like, oh yeah, I won't have too much to drink, and then you know it ends up being a thing where you're like playing beer pong, and then you just like end up drinking like 8 beers, like, and you're just like, I didn't mean to do that, but you're like in the heat of the moment, like you're in the middle of a fucking game and whatnot, and you just end up having too much to drink, and you're just like I grabbed my keys and I was just like, yo, I can't drive. And then, to be fair, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was at a buddy's place, and I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna call my dad. I know he's sleeping. I told him I'd be fine, so I just like Ubered home. Got home, my dad's like, "Where's your car?" Or where? I believe I was driving his case. Like, where's the car? I'm like, yeah, I got a little too fucked up. Didn't want to bother you at 4 o'clock in the morning. I Ubered home. I'm gonna Uber back there, bring you back the car. I'll be back in an hour. Don't worry, I can drive me, and we'll fucking pick it up. I'm like, nah, sorry. But we ended up getting the car back, so it was like no stress. Like, to be fair, it was also like 3 blocks away. I could have realistically walked home, but I didn't. Like, it was like super late. I was fucking tired. I didn't fucking walk home for like 20 minutes. But anyways, enough talking about me being drunk as fuck at parties. Let's skip the next one and hopefully continue winning. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see y'all there. Alright, next game. Priest, most likely aggro. I also went to go grab myself a beer, so I hope everybody went to go grab themselves a beverage between games. Let's hard mull all this, try and find some removal so we can deal with boards and whatnot. Oh, that beer hit good. Fuck. Again, it's so wild because all my sorry, I'm taking off my fucking shirt. It's hot as fuck in my room. But to be fair, it's been hot as fuck where I live as of late. Like the last 2 days have been hot as fuck, and it's supposed to be like cold Saturday, Sunday, and then Mondays. I think it's like the expected temperature, like whatever, is like 35, and then it's like 36 the next day. No, those are both Celsius temperatures, so I don't know what 35 is. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 35 is 95. Okay. For some people, 95 is like, bro, that's like what we have in the winter. Okay, in the winter here, if we want to go Fahrenheit, let me just add a minus in front of this. It gets as low as minus 31. Like, I think the coldest day last year was like minus 36 or 37. So that's like minus 30 plus degrees, you know, like minus 20 to minus 30, you know, like that's like we'll have that for like a week straight. That and like, you know, 3 feet of snow. Like, so just note, like a hot day in our summer is 30 Celsius, which is like even 25 Celsius, like 77. That's considered hot where I live. Like people like won't walk their dogs type like levels of hot. So just like no, like 35 in a kitchen, and that's like just the raw temperature. Like with humidity, it goes up to like 40, 42. Like I believe we recently broke a record where it's like 43 degrees. But 42 is like 107 with humidity. So you're just like fucking sweating your balls off. It's not pleasant for anybody at all. But no, it's wild. Again, it's one of those weird things where it's like I'll bitch about, you know, 25 degrees, like 90 degrees or whatever it is. And people are like, I live in Florida. That is like an average Tuesday. You know, it's like, yo, that happens once in a blue moon here. Or like, if you live like Arizona, like me saying like, oh yeah, 90 degrees is hot. Like it gets to like 120 here. Fuck off. But again, it all comes down to like where you live and how you live type shit. But where I live, that is an absurdly hot temperature. Again, it might also come from the fact that I'm working in the kitchen, so like, you know, when I'm adding like wine to like a pasta dish and it's just like flames in my face, or I'm standing in front of like a 600-degree hot oven, like when I'm working with pizzas and whatnot, like our oven I think is at 625. You know, it might also come from that, plus the humidity, plus the heat of like just the ambient area. Like it gets rough. I won't lie. Let's see what he has. 10 mana, deal 5 to the board for him. But no, like it's actually crazy. Like the idea that some places when I say it's hot is like, no, that's perfectly fine. That's like normal temperature. And then when I say it's cold, they're like, how do you live? Like I remember it was like one of the last times I went, or like the last time I went to Florida. I had family that we went with that was from California. They live in Northern California, but like the last time we saw them before that, like they came in the middle of the winter. And I remember like my cousin was like, yo, so fucking cold. He was like shivering in like a fucking parka. and I was like outside in like shorts. Like, how the fuck are you living that? It's like 2 feet of snow outside. He's like, yeah, how the fuck are you living, man? It's so fucking cold, and like this guy's like shivering and shit. I'm like, oh no, this is like a normal day. Like, this is fucking nothing. Like, bro, it's so fucking cold. Like, I don't understand how you can live like this. But hey, again, it comes down to where you grew up, where you live, and whatnot, and what you're used to. I'm used to the super fucking cold temperatures. The super hot, humid shit, I don't really fuck with. Like, for the most part of my life, I, like, during the summer, I had to spend a lot of time at home playing video games, right? So I never really, I would go outside, but I did go outside when I was, like, up north at my cottage, which was a solid, like, 10, 15 degrees cooler than it is in the city. Again, you don't have as many cars going by, you're in the middle of a forest, so you're always covered in shade and shit. They got the 1-1 and the 5-1? Woo! He got cummed on. But no, it's fucking crazy. It boggles my mind every single time someone tells me like, oh, you're a bitch for saying like, oh, it's cold. Or if they tell me, oh, you're a bitch for saying it's hot. Because again, there's places that get colder, there's places that get hotter. But just think, like, you know, you have like those 20 degrees. Like, I'm perfectly fine from like -5 to like 50. Like, those 20 degrees, I'm like perfectly happy. If it's -5, it's like, oh, it's not too cold. If it's +15, I'm like, oh yeah, it's not too hot. But then there's other people that are just like, bro, you're fucking freezing your balls off. I've nowhere taught me. Sometimes. I want to slam this, honestly. Once I draw before I hit the rest of the turn. Gonna trade here. That's fine. But yeah, no, it just boggles my mind. Ugh, that's not good. Play Zephrys for test. Please don't tell me that's a fucking ice block. If he RNG'd an ice block off his Yogg, it is what it is, but ugh. I'm also so fucking tired. To be fair, I guess that comes from being out at the bar for the last 4 hours. Hang out with the boys, you know? But I just feel fucking mentally. To be fair, even at work today, like, I'll be honest, I didn't sleep well last night. I feel like that's one of those things where it happens to everyone where you don't sleep well at night. But like I think I crawled into bed at like 3:30 yesterday. And I just spent like 9:30 in the morning just like staring at my ceiling. Like normally when I go to bed, like I'll put on like something random. Like I'll put on like I don't want to say a documentary. Not quite a documentary that I'll play, but like I'll just put on some random video or whatnot that's just like talk about some random bullshit. That's typically what I do. Um I hope that a 1-1 survives. Horses. Biggest fucking tendril survived. But no, like it's like I just couldn't fall asleep last night to save my fucking life. And then like I woke up, to be fair, like I probably ended up falling asleep around like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up at like 1 o'clock to my boss be like, hey man, can you show up whenever the fuck you can? We got like absolutely demolished at lunch. I was like, yeah, no fucking sweat. So I woke up, watched a video, like the typical video I watch, and ooh, that's good for me. Another one? But yeah, so like I watched I believe I've talked about the channel previously on the channel. But I watched Dog play like Battleground in the morning. Let's do that. But yeah, like I watched that in the morning, and then I basically finished watching that, got changed, left to work, and I was running on like zero sleep. So I won't lie, I think I slammed 2 monsters, 3 Red Bulls today. Like I'm coked up on a shitload of caffeine, but it's like, or else like I noticed like I was going into service and I was like feeling like I was falling asleep. And then I was just like, no. Okay, hold up. Let's just slam a monster, focus up on service, and service ended up getting fucked. We had like a table of like 25 and a table of 40, like all within an hour. So we ended up just getting like absolutely fucked at lunch. Or at dinner, sorry. And it was just like, it was wild. I want to slam this. This should get close to wiping his board. Do this to get another copy. Let's do this to get a copy of Reno. He fucking RNG'd an ice block. Are you serious? Ah, it is what it is. But yeah, no, like today at work was just a long fucking day. But to be fair, I'm at this point I feel like I'm used to it, so that was a really good hit. It was the best hit on my board. That's not good. Don't steal my Astalor. I hope he sees all you can eat from the depth and forge. Not even you, sir. If he takes it, sir, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Did he take Aaron? That's not a great draw. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Can I see like 2 more ultimate LULs? Well, that was pretty high roll, if you ask. Okay, hold up. Hold up. What the fuck is the play here? What the fuck? 14, it's 26. I can put on like 3. 26 to 30. Becomes a 4. What is this? Nine, 10, 11, 13. I'm at 1. Go to 1, boys. Let's just pray he doesn't actually hit a good spell. I'm about to lose to chaotic 10-year-olds. Free Sanitize. I meant to do is I killed him. One. Play Doom. Okay. I roll. I was really hoping he'd play Doom and just like mill himself out, but there's a lot of really good draws in my deck. Ah, or like 1 damage off killing everything. Okay. Eat. I forgot he has an ice block. He raised Dead the Yogg? Are you serious? After having 1,000 tentacles die? There's 4 targets for that. Are you for real? Fuck this game. Okay, we lost our energy. I'm just gonna claim that and then fucking Domino's pizza. Don't even have the best pizza in the city. Fuck, they can't even out Pizza the Hut. Anyways, Reno Warrior. It's a hell of a deck. I think the deck is still very strong. I think that game we may or may not get a little scammed. Again, RNG with RNG. It is what it is. I'm not going to be too worried about it. Yeah. That being said, I don't have much to say actually at all, so I'm going to end it off here. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Alright, guys? Yeah. Peace.